Here are 3 practical tips to calm down and work with your critical inner voice, or what I like to call a gremlin. Number 1, in the moment calming techniques. So, this is deep breathing, and this one's a classic for a reason. So, slow, deep breaths activate your nervous system and have that calming technique. Another one would be grounding exercises. So, this helps shift your focus from the internal world to the external. So, name 5 things you see, name 4 things you feel, name 3 things you hear, name 2 things you smell, and 1 thing you taste. Another would be mindful observation. So, notice your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Imagine them as clouds just passing by in the sky. Acknowledge them, like say, okay, I'm feeling anxious right now, but just don't get swept away by them. Another one of these would be quick physical movement, so like a short walk, stretching, or jumping jacks, just to help release some of that pent up energy and shift your mindset. Moving on to number 2, so challenging that critical inner voice or challenging your gremlin. So this takes a little bit more time and practice, but it's fundamentally about changing how you relate to the negative self talk. So you identify the voice, so pay attention to the specific things that the voice says to you. So when does it appear? When are its common themes? And so you really get to know that inner voice. Another thing that you do is name it. So give your inner critic a silly name. This could help create some distance and definitely reduce its power. And then question the evidence. So, what is the voice saying, and is it actually true? Are there examples that contradict it? Often these criticisms are based on exaggerations or just outdated beliefs. Next, you reframe the negative thoughts. So turn I'm a failure into I didn't succeed this time, but I learned something valuable. Focus on what you can learn and how you can grow. So focus on the facts. Stick to the objective reality rather than the voice's interpretations. Instead of the I'm terrible at public speaking, think I'm nervous during my presentation, but I got through it. Another thing, and this is a big thing for me personally, is challenge the all or nothing thinking. So the inner critic loves to generalize. "Oh, I can't learn anything, or yeah, I always mess up, and it's rarely true. Remind yourself of times when you didn't mess up, when you did learn something, and challenge that thinking. And then another tip here is develop a supportive inner voice. So this takes time, but start by noticing it when you do succeed. Acknowledge your strengths and build a more positive inner dialogue. And tip number 3 here for challenging that critical inner voice is develop long-term strategies. So mindful meditation, make this a regular practice to help you become more aware of your thoughts and your feelings. Journaling, self-care, setting realistic goals. So don't set yourself up for failure. Start with smart and manageable goals. Build a support system. And last but definitely the best, work with a coach.